Hey folks, Evan with the Green Mountain Ghost Society. Today we're in a place known as the Pit in downtown Rutland. But a long time ago there was a building here called the Berwick Hotel. In 1971, a corporation formed by Edwards and Gilbert Godnick along with their friends James Chabadi purchased the Berwick Hotel in Rutland, Vermont, a building that once stood right here in this very spot. These ambitious men soon started working on doing extensive renovations to bring their vision to fruition. But in 1973, the hotel was renamed the Townhouse. Soon after the change was one of the biggest tragedies that ever happened in this area. A disaster that took the lives of 5 people with it. On Saturday, January 6, 1973, around midnight, the Berwick is engulfed in flames, a fire that, till this day, has an unknown origin. Some speculate that it may have been arson, if not for the quick work and selfless acts of the city's fire department and police force. The building may have taken the entire city block down with it. Within 24 hours, half of downtown area was covered in ice, and the hotel that was once a key element in this downtown was reduced to a smoldering pile of rubble. And when the wreckage was clear, a vacant lot, now known as the Pit, was all that was left behind. This is that pit. Besides me is a building that today is home to the Hop and Moose, a local restaurant. But in 1973, the building was home to the Wilson Sports Store. And firefighters were on the other side of this very wall, spraying everything down with hoses, desperately trying to contain the fire. For if it was spread through, there would be no stopping. When the fire was out, the building was left with 4 feet of water in its basement and scars that are still discovered until this day. There was soon a large legal battle that lasted for years to come. The state fire marshal launched an investigation into the fire as soon as he possibly could, eager to find out what happened and what went wrong. The hotel's owner group was soon charged with negligence as the building failed to provide a sprinkler system and had no operable fire detection system. The building also had 24 violations that were cited in 1970, many of which were still not fixed. And in order to vacate all residents from the building was not carried out, the defense argued that the building was deemed safe and the fire started in an adjoining building, not the northwest corner of the Berwick, where renovations were currently being done. On Friday, January 13th, the Rutland Herald reported that the case was settled out of court for an undisclosed amount of money. The biggest tragedy of the fire is the 5 people who sadly perished. Joseph Termel, Anna McGurk, Albert Houghton, Jacqueline LaRose, and Harold Fuller. Tonight's investigation is dedicated to them. The Green Mountain Ghost Society plans to see if the horrific tragedy has left a footprint that still echoes in time to this very day. So wherever you are watching from, pull up a chair, grab your Snuggie, and join us as we venture into the unknown. Okay. So right now it's 10:01 p.m. This is our interview with Justine.
Hi, I'm Justine.
Hi, my name is Liv.
I'm Max. I've been here for about 5 years.
Worked at Hop and Moose for almost 9 years. The one experience I absolutely remember, I was by myself. Everyone had left for the night, and I was getting money out of the drawer to go so I could leave and go home. And someone, for what I saw, walked around the corner of the bar. And I called my boss and was like, "Where are you?" And she was like, "I'm home." And I was like, "Okay, I'm pretty sure that someone's still here." She was like, "Nope, I made sure everyone left before I did." And I was like, "Okay, that was weird."
I've worked here for about 9 months now. I've had only one experience here. I was sitting over by the end of our bar rolling silverware at the end of the night, and I was sitting with our bartender Justine, and we were talking, and all of a sudden I just kind of felt like a hand go up the side of my leg, and I turned around and I was like thinking that there was going to be somebody there. But there was nobody. There was literally nobody, and that was probably about like 2 months ago. So around the same time that Justine has like felt something downstairs. I feel like personally I like kind of pick up on energy, and like that's where I get nervous with this place a little bit, just because there's one area downstairs that I refuse to just like look in, just because I feel like something's off, and that would be our furnace room downstairs. I like avoid eye contact every time. I don't know why. There's never been a reason for me to, but I've just never felt comfortable in that one area.
One of the most notable things that's happened to me was probably a couple years ago. The front of the building has a stairwell that hasn't been in use for several years, and I was in what is now like a mop room that blocks that stairwell, and I heard somebody kind of rapidly coming up those stairs, yeah, nobody was actually there, so it was kind of startling, and I've kind of avoided them since.
There'll be random times where like I think I feel someone's hand on my shoulder or on my back. Like we always walk behind each other saying behind, and then there's nobody behind me, and it's
Anything recent?
I remember I was telling one of the servers a couple weeks ago, probably within the last month or two, I said, I think someone just felt me up down by the ice machine. And she was like, who? And I was like, nobody, but something touched me.
So what would you say this all first started happening for you?
The first thing that happened was when I saw someone walk around the corner of the bar. That was, well, I was on my own on Sundays for the second half of the shift. I think that started in maybe 2018, give or take.
Did you tell what he was wearing, or was it more just a dark shadow?
It was just a dark shadow.
Did you tell it was male or female?
I thought it was male. I thought it was maybe one of the cooks that hadn't left yet for the night, but when I called her, she said everyone was gone. So, yeah.
Our cook heard something running upstairs, and there was nobody here, but I haven't really heard of other people being felt, but I also haven't really talked to anybody about that as well.
Was there anything significant that was going on here like 2 months ago? Because that's when both you said something happened at that period of time. Anything different or change or anything?
Yeah, we had a change in ownership in May. That was a drastic change that we had, but other than that, we just did some like remodeling around here.
Yeah, and then also like a lot of like things out of the corner of your eye when you're here alone, strange feelings and chills, that kind of thing. And sometimes talking, like a lot of times I bartend here, so a lot of times it's just me and one or two other people, and you kind of have tabs where everyone is, and you'll be sort of working alone while somebody's working downstairs, and just like hearing voices that, yeah, it's hard to explain them, and it doesn't really match anyone working.
So can you tell where the voices are coming from?
Not really. It's like weird because it's sort of close by, but sort of not. Like it doesn't sound like it's like coming from outside or anything. They sound mostly like, you know, maybe they're on this end of the room or that end of the room when you're here or there. So it's, yeah, a little.
You wanna? You set up?
I don't want to bring that in the basement because there's too much electrical stuff to mess with everything.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'll go down. I'll bring that.
Yep. No worries.
Oh, let me get some.
Yep. And I'm just letting.
Start in the basement. I'll be down in a few minutes.
Yep. I'm just letting this roll. All right. And here we go.
Matt,
Yeah.
while you're down, I think you need to say hi to whoever it is.
Okay.
They want you to say hello.
I'll say hello.
Yeah, at least they're social.
Yeah.
Alright, heading into the basement.
Also, we can hear people walking, but that's not the sound I heard before.
And that's the toilet that's
Yeah.
restricted.
This is the area I avoid, so should I say hello here?
Yes.
Okay. Just want to say hello to whoever's here with us as requested, and that we're just looking to communicate, or, you know, if you have anything you'd like to show us or say, we're very open to that. Yeah.
So this was the area that you were feeling the activity?
Yeah, this is the bathroom that a lot of people avoid.
Yeah, it's weird because when I was walking to the other room when I heard the sneeze, this area is where I felt like something like touched the back of my neck.
Yeah.
So, oh, and my camera just went brighter for some reason. That's weird. Oh, sounds like they're moving around up there.
I'm seeing carts. Like push carts with wheels. I don't know why, but
I can answer that for you. So, we were told earlier that these buildings were all connected at one point by a little tram system with roll carts that would carry coal for the heating systems for the wintertime, and all the buildings were connected for them, so that way they wouldn't have to haul them around upstairs.
that makes sense. Yeah, they just look like they're
If you look at the ground there, that's probably where the track was.
they're here?
Maybe, because there's multiple
yeah.
connecting points.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they look like, all I can think of is, you know, the Scooby-Doo cartoons where they were in the, that's the car I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is. Also, all these buildings, like for this row here, some of them have been renovated, particularly in the basements, and I've been in some of the basements, and there was a hotel next door that burned down, and they all share similar burns. Like, much of it's been been replaced or covered up over the years, but all of these buildings had, you know, basically injuries from that fire. So if you look closely, I know there's some.
I feel like I needed to touch the wall.
Yeah, and this is the wall. With
This one here? Like this outside?
Yeah, it would have been on, you know, yeah.
Do you have a flash going off near you?
I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I saw a couple like little flashes near you for a second. It's weird. Yeah, it was like I was looking at the camera, it was like there was like a little pulse of light like
Okay.
twice in front of you.
Very cool. I pick up on lots of stuff when I touch. That's why you every so often you'll see me touch something. And this morning I always try to like think before I do an investigation. And two things I still keep hearing them, the words transient and immigrant. And transient was like, I kept hearing transient, immigrant, but transient. So I gotta do some research later and see what that's all about, but I try not to know too much before I start.
That's this retired stairwell that I heard there's somebody running up before, but nobody's been down here.
Mm-hmm. I came down here a couple minutes ago. I was dusting all the cobwebs off it to get through it.
Yeah.
Oops.
A couple of people that work here, do you have anything you want to say to them? So, just use this device in my hand.
Yeah, if you wanted to say hi again, you know, it'd be greatly appreciated. Maybe we'll get a hello back.
Yeah. Just saying hello again. I'm Max, this is Liv, we work here. Yeah, I don't know. This has been pretty much the area where I've experienced the most, so maybe there's something somebody's trying to tell us. We're very open to hearing that.
And communicating and just getting to know the history and the reasons behind things. So we're really excited to be here.
That's this retired stairwell that I heard people or somebody running up before, but nobody's been down here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I came down here a couple minutes ago, I was dusting all the cobwebs off it to get through it.
Yeah.
Oops.
A couple of people that work here. Do you have anything you want to say to them? So, just taking this device in my hand.
If you wanted to say hi again, you know, it'd be greatly appreciated. Maybe we'll get a hello back.
Yeah. Just saying hello again. I'm Max, this is Liv, we work here. Yeah, I don't know. This has been pretty much the area where I've experienced the most, so maybe there's something somebody's trying to tell us. We're very open to hearing that.
And communicating and just getting to know the history and the reasons behind things. So we're really excited to be here.
Is there anything you need? If so,
Close it.
Close it. So this is a ghost tube app. I'm not sold on it. I've been trying it out. I will say I do get some interesting responses, but I also get some that make no sense. But it's supposed to use all the different like sensors that you have in your phone.
Is there a motion light back there?
There was a light on in the stairwell. Maybe
Not
that
very.
got turned off.
Not there.
Not very doesn't make much sense to me. You ever spend time in this little room over here?
They used to use that room when we brewed here to store the hops, and they would come down here and,
How was that?
I don't know, I've never heard that.
Yeah, it sounded kind of like a. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was my phone, but I don't.
Yeah, my phone doesn't make that kind of noise.
Could be upstairs.
Yeah, that sounded like it was right where you were at.
Oh, was it because I was in that room?
What did it say?
I can't see you. Was it because I was in this room over here? Do you not like to hang out in here?
I'm gonna take a walk upstairs real quick. Go for it. Taking a walk up the stairs.
I'd say most of the time when I do find evidence, it's like wall review.
All right. I'm gonna alter our camera angle so that way I don't hit my head. Going upstairs. All right, so everybody else is down there. That's our. Oh, there's another chair in there, isn't there?
Yeah, like a high one, a bar stool.
That is a.
This is Jared that we have on the stairs. Is it okay that he's up there?
Oh.
Not trying to be in your space too much here.
Hello, hello. Is there anybody here? Hey, these are the stairs that you used. Do you mind that I use them? Is there a reason why you like these stairs and scaring everybody while you're using them? I have everybody else here, so if you want an audience, you have one. Oh yeah, I was walking through, sneeze sound came from behind me, and I knew it was on the ground floor, and I even went over because I thought, you know, one of you guys was behind me.
I'm not sure how.
Not sure
Nobody's
how.
asking anybody or anything.
But-
I'm feeling leaning towards this not being real.
In the corner.
Over here?
We're in the corner upstairs.
Or my time out. You'll notice also, like, we take a lot of pauses when we ask questions, which, you know, that kind of goes against your natural instinct a little bit, but it's way easier to try to listen for responses that way.
Yeah. I know a few years ago, a lady came in here, and this used to be a sporting goods store, and there used to be a stairwell that went all the way up to the 3rd floor, like from here. And she had said to me that she was very disappointed that those stairs no longer existed. So I don't really know why she didn't go beyond that, but
That's a long walk.
it's kind of interesting, yeah. Been a family under it for a long time.
Right here in the corner? There's like a continuation of those ones over there that Jared was just on, or?
Yeah, there's still stairs in the exterior hallway that leads up to an apartment, but there were some inside
Understanding.
the building.
And you said the woman that was complaining about the stairs not being available anymore was related to the original owners?
I don't know that, no, I don't think they were original, but there was, I don't know when this was a sporting goods store, but it was like not recent.
Long time ago.
Yeah, and there were stairs that went all the way up there, and she was like emotional because she hadn't been here for a very long time, but she was upset that they got rid of those stairs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So this building is seeing its fair use of shifting around its uses.
Yeah.
So any questions in your chair over there, Evan?
Does anybody here know anything about a fire? Fire that took place near here? Kind of weird. Nothing's come through this for a while.
Like almost hearing like a voice.
Here, do me a favor. Take this. For an audio. Can you just walk towards where you hear the voice and try asking some questions for us?
Catherine.
Is anyone down here with us? And it's like a deep dive, but I almost want to say that the daughter that I spoke to about the stairs was Catherine. Along those lines.
Is there a Catherine here with us? Let me go upstairs and look at that article. I want to see what those names were for the Berwick Fire. Are you guys staying down here or coming back?
I think you guys probably want to head upstairs, I imagine. Unless you wanted to hang out down here. Yeah, I can't blame you. And Evan, the dolls to the oh. What did it say?
Be quiet.
Yeah, well, it's not the first time someone said that to me. Oh, and then it just shut off. That's funny. All right, so I'm gonna venture upstairs by myself. I'm gonna see if I can kill the lights up there too.
I'm going to say real quick, is 11:23 p.m. Perfect. You want the recorder or something, or?
I mean, you seem to ask better questions than I do. You seem to get good responses. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go lead the way. We'll kill the lights.
Later, you want to try to Steve's method, I don't know
Would you mind saying that again? I apologize.
After this, a little later, do you want to try the Estes method? Because I know they were interested about that.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna start shutting lights off, so just be careful, okay? Ooh. Okay, and lights out. I appreciate it. Oh, okay, I see how it is.
11:24, so remind me to write that in the book that we were
Yep, 11:24 p.m.
top floor.
And I'm trying to announce the time on a semi-frequent basis when I'm recording.
So if there's anybody here, and you all let us know, you can try grabbing that water, and that might actually let us know, because that little device on top might light up. Or you can try grabbing the black device right next to it. And the other thing you can try is talking into this device in your hand, or my friend Jared here, you can talk into the device in his hand as well. Can you make a sound?
Does the name Catherine mean anything to you?
What about the name Fuller? Alright, try not to move.
I'm just gonna be tucking myself into the corner here. Okay, I'm ready. Oof.
Can you put the ball in so we can play?
I had the heebie-jeebies on my back for a second.
Just chill. I just want to play a game. Someone help me out here. I need you to put the ball in the little hole. Now we use the soccer guys. Not with me, obviously. We use the little soccer guys to try to score goals. I'm waiting.
Is there anybody up here with us? Is there anybody that would like to speak to us? You can speak to us. And you can touch that device with the green light on it. And once you touch it, it'll change colors. Is there anybody that has worked here that is with us?
Are we gonna play or not? Would you rather play against Jared?
Do you want to trade off for a minute?
Let's give it a try.
Yeah. And if you want to talk to us, all you have to do, just touch that item with the green light and it'll change colors.
I don't know why I have this weird urge to just shoot through that doorway.
Like just run?
No, like, put the camera here, come here. Just
I got you.
look at the door. And just tell me if it, I don't know.
Oh,
Does it feel like you're being watched?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence though. I'm not sure if it's because of, I mean, the staging of the door and the color contrast kind of gives me like a creepy liminal vibe.
very sad.
Do you know any of us? Do you know who we are?
Please,
Please what?
please looking.
How many spirits are here? Is there a Henry here?
Did he come?
Did who come?
Sweet.
Did who come?
We prefer needless.
Works for school.
Remember.
What should we remember?
Kid.
Remember a kid? Tell me more so I understand.
Hi.
Hi. I kind of felt a burst of energy, so I didn't know something was stealing energy.
How are you?
Are you what? Or am I what?
Just decided.
I just got goosebumps. Is that you?
Who do you think? I didn't.
What did you do?
Just I feel. Didn't. Hopefully. Want straight.
Want us straight? What's that mean?
Such a good. See.
I know I asked before, but what is your name?
Amber.
Who's Amber?
White.
White? Is that a person or are those colors?
Leo, it's me. It's scary.
It's scary. What's scary? It's gonna sound weird, but is there something you want to tell
It's
Rachel?
time.
Is there something you want to tell Rachel?
Jesus.
It's weird. Freak is sick. I thought I was supposed to smoke. Really weird. 12:25 right now.
Are you will die? No. No. It's time.
What's time? Are you okay?
So,
So what?
paid. Attack.
No attacking. Only good energy. Is there anybody that you want to give a message to?
Angels. One. That's two. Gross.
What's gross?
Not good.
No, what's not good? Explain.
First in the world.
I know you're trying hard to say things. And I appreciate it.
Doing. And
What are we doing?
simple.
Didn't you write that word down earlier?
I just said that. I said 2 words on it.
I am.
You are what?
What have you done?
I haven't done anything. What have you done? That's quite a sentence.
He gave this
Full of-
faint smell of the smoke. I don't know why. Did you say smoke? Yeah.
I'm the big.
It's like an ice chest or something.
It says it.
It says it.
Would you leave us?
You don't have to.
Or like, you don't have to?
Ashton. Probably cigarette.
Cigarette? Did you just put a cigarette in your hand, honey?
Let's just see if we can get one. You want to put one on the bar counter?
Yes, Steve's
For our
gonna,
friend?
Steve's gonna have a cigarette. Would you like one too? Have a cigarette over here if you'd like.
No.
That's for you.
Very much.
She said very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, he gave you one.
Mode.
Do you like to keep an eye on the people that work here at Hopping Moose?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are they family? E? Have you been here a long time?
Kinda. Out to get.
Out to get what?
Are you out to get somebody?
He. You keep saying he. Who's he?
Haunted.
She said.
I'm not sure.
Sound like haunted or auntie? I couldn't quite tell.
Didn't say it's auntie or haunted. What did we? I'm sorry. I wished I understood that. Can you say that again?
He. I'll offer. Now I'm on. I'm a man.
You're a man? I kind of figured. I wish you could tell us your first name at least. That way I know who I'm talking to.
Break.
Break? You need a break?
Is that it?
I don't know, is that it?
Think we should have her take a break or let her keep going?
I was gonna say I was just gonna attack her and see if she wanted to.
Yeah, let's,
You want me? How was that?
That's crazy.
how you feeling?
I feel good. A few times there was like a in like one of my ears, but then it would follow up with a word afterwards. But it was like uncomfortable because it felt like it was right here. And then one time I was like sitting here and I thought I was like, oh, is your hand right here? But it was right.
Do you feel like everything that came through was radio chatter, or do you think some of it was a response?
No, there was a fair amount of responses through the radio chatter. I mean, there was a bunch of radio chatter, but there was like just clear responses as well.
Yeah, because typically it's going through the station so fast, so like if it's a word or, it might just be from picking it up from the station. But when it's a couple of words or a sentence, that goes over lots of different frequencies. So that there's a lot more stock you can put into that because it's more than one. Did it sound like a similar voice each time, or was it a different voice?
Yeah, it was a male's voice, and then there was someone, but like very, it was like quieter though. The male's voice and like when they were on it. Yeah, I didn't hear anything. I'm grateful for.
You said God a couple times, Jesus, angel.
I was gonna say angels at the point.
And then there was the soul statement.
So, and you started with number 5, and then like you went down with all the numbers. Did you ever get that? Make it different station.
I remember I said like 105 through.
Yeah, I wondered if it was like the radio station.
I think that was 105.3, technically.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But it was interesting. Like it started with like rock radio stations, and then it moved strictly into country.
She said home a lot.
Yeah, you said home a lot.
Does Max want to try this?
Yeah, do you want to try it? It's actually really cool.